Hey Chino, guess this is the only way I can reach you since you don't have a phone. But that's okay, that's all good. Alright, so one thing we like to do is we have a left axis in the back, which is here. And what you're doing is you're shifting over onto your right leg, which means then you have to come back across to your left axis. Let's just stay here over top of your left axis and turn back that way. So there's less movement, less shifting. Let's see here. You also, this arm is bent and I would like it to be straight. So this arm would be straight out over top of your left leg. So it's nice and relaxed. This is tight. This bent elbow is tight. You want to have a nice long loose arm and find a left side axis where your long left arm is over top of your left thigh. You can see you're just tight here. Although I would say that I like what you're doing with your right foot. Actually, that's better than what most people do. Yeah, you kind of have a slight bend in your leg, which is good. And you're kind of hanging it, I think, like we talked about. And now you're going to sweep this leg down the line. And I'm assuming center point is somewhere out here, somewhere. So you sweep. But here's what happens is, there's a couple things I know that I saw here. And you sweep across your body rather than sweeping out. So your foot should land somewhere in here in the circle. But if we watch it, it lands way over here. This isn't on our midline that we're looking for. So you've gone past it. And then actually, if you look at it here, I believe you are going to be, you're on your heel there. You're flat footed. And we're always on the balls of our feet. So you didn't pivot on this foot at all. And you have to land on the ball of your foot so you can continue pivoting. And we prefer that you would land over here instead. See, and then you have to pivot on your heel. We're not throwing a hammer. You're throwing back foot. Let's see here. And then we come back in. And we need that right foot to turn. And you see your right foot, it just lifts up. So we have to turn that hip through the throw. Kind of like when you're releasing it, it's like you're tightening your ass cheeks. Best way I can say it. And you are just going right over top. I do like that you have some lift here, don't get me wrong. But we want you to stand up on it a little bit more. But once again, we look at the feet. And what happens with the feet? You don't really turn the right one. Left one's okay. So those are the big things. And then you should finish in the middle, not off to the left. But you finished off to the left because you were diving toward the left because you crossed yourself coming into the middle. Let me know if this makes sense, if you could hear me.